Hello, welcome back to Brains at Work. It is Steph and Claire, and today we're doing things a little bit differently.
Yeah, so we've decided we're going to do some little short bursts of our SENDit toolkits, and we're just going to focus on and get straight into it and just focus on particular topics, and they will complement our longer episodes as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Rather than listening to us waffle on for a good 30 minutes.
Exactly.
Nice, short and tailored. So today's episode is having a look at that masking recovery toolkit.
Yeah, we thought this was going to be a really important one. So first of all, masking is absolutely exhausting.
Oh God, it's horrible.
Yeah, absolutely. And all of our nervous systems know it. So today we're doing a real practical masking recovery toolkit. So this isn't us saying you need to stop masking, it's because sometimes you have to, and that's okay. This is looking at what we can do to recover afterwards.
Yeah. So masking, we're going to look at pretty much why it drains you, what it's doing to your body, because basically you're running in performance mode all of the time. It's like that high alert, that cognitive load. It's also creating a lot of hormone stress. So the more we've looked at this, the more I've actually been thinking about it, and I almost feel a little bit like a rat on a rat race. I can feel myself doing things now, and I can feel my anxious peaks, my hormone levels going up, me kind of drifting off. Like, I'm even talking fast now because I'm thinking about it. I feel like in my head I'm like, Batman, and I'm actually trying to slow it down and get out of that having 47 tabs open all of the time. Right, I'm going to start this job, I'm going to do this job, I'm going to do this job.
I find as well when I've been masking all day, I get quite bad sensory overload. Yeah. And I can feel it becoming too much. So even like I don't know, if one of the kids come and want a hug or come and touch me after a full day masking, I can't, my body can't cope with it, if that makes sense, and that's really difficult to kind of live with.
Yeah, I think you become on high alert, don't you? And then you've got all these sensors going off, and it's like bing bing, but you can feel your red lights are on. Yeah. And I do it all the time. Yeah. And then something I find that I do is I am very like you, sensory overload. You don't want to be touched, you just want 5 minutes. Yeah. I've started to kind of think, right, I need to go for a walk now because I know that I'm going to explode. But if I sit down, everything just whoosh, it just drains, and I feel like my bar that I'm forcing to stay energy high above will just hit the ground, and then I'm useless to everybody.
That leads us in really nicely. So you've got your body's in that threat mode, which is exactly what you're
that's
describing.
Exactly what you're saying, threat mode.
Yeah, so
fight or flight.
Like that, yeah, exactly. So before you start judging yourself, I think it's about kind of looking at different things that you can look at to help you. So first thing that I've got here, temperature change, cold water on wrists, that's really helpful.
Yeah, maybe this was a lovely suggestion from one of our listeners, wasn't it, that told us about sensory overload. Cooling the wrist, like you say, bit of ice.
Yeah, have a cold drink, cold flannel. One of the things that I do, which I hadn't really thought about it being a sensory thing, I keep a face mist in the fridge and spray myself with a bit of face mist as well when I get to, I don't know, hot and bothered.
Do you know what? That's a great idea. Yeah. I have a cooling spray as well. It's like special water. You're supposed to use it after laser and things. And my kids, I give it to my kids when they're getting like you, when you get a little bit angry, when you're getting hot and bothered, we go, let's put the spritzy on. That's what she calls it, my little one, the spritzy. And it's like
look, keep it in the fridge, and it's like that little bit of extra. So temperature shifts you into that calm nervous system faster than any breathing exercise that you can do.
I've never really considered it, not until it was like suggested until you're saying it now. Definitely, because you do actually, the more you think about it, your temperature does rise. Yeah. Whether it's for the stress levels or because you're actually moving around like the rat.
Yeah. Like the rat.
Yeah, like the rat on the rat race.
So, next one, you do this.
I do this a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shake it out. Like I said, I can feel now more than ever when my body is building up, and I just need a real movement break. I mean, I suggest it to my kids, I suggest it to everyone. Yeah. I don't even know, I feel like when I shake it out, when I'm giving my arms about, it's literally just like it's expelling from my body, almost like I'm a witch expelling it out. Yeah. And doing it and you've seen me do it before meetings, when I know I've got to be still, and I know that if I don't, it'll just be like a mini whirlwind tornado or something like that.
Yeah. Then I like this one, so that pressure, so pressures of weighted blankets, hoodies, pressing your palms together, all of those things. That is one of the things that does it for me, very much around that grounding. One of the other things that I do is I go outside into my garden in bare feet and walking on the grass in bare feet. Really, I don't know what it is about it, but that helps me.
That brings you back to nature, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm very much like that. I like to have bare feet on the grass, on the sand, in the sea, if I possibly can. I like to go out, and that's my grounding. Yeah, I do think the pressure one works really well. I was suggested by an occupational therapist a butterfly hug. Obviously you can kind of hug yourself, or if you know your partner's around, or if they're doing it, just that pressure of the hug round. But they also suggested go and carry something. So I'll stupidly start carrying my washing basket from one room to another, or I'll put a load of washing in, because apparently the weight in your arms as well also really supports you.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it was suggested as well for my children, not that they're going to help me with the washing, but having the weight in your arms is supposed to kind of neutralise it and bring that pressure down as well. Like a body reset.
Yeah, like that. Next thing we've got is looking at that sensory side of things. So looking at sensory softening. So that is things I have to do, this dimming light. If the light's too bright, that's too much for me. Or I'm sat here talking to you and I've got my sunglasses. Sometimes I need to do that on as well. So reducing and dimming those lights helps. The other thing that I need to do, and I saw a reel about this, I have to reduce the noise. So I can't park my car or reverse with the radio on or with the big noise. Everything has to be quiet. I just can't concentrate on what I'm doing. It's just too much. It's sensory overload.
Yeah, I've seen it before, isn't it? It's like when you're trying to find where you're going, so you turn the radio down so you can see better.
I can't see. Yeah, exactly. And that is completely me. So reducing that noise, turning the radio off, that is really helpful. So reducing noise. I appreciate though, in a house full of kids, for example, that isn't always possible.
No.
Those situations, maybe it's just a little bit of good luck.
Yeah. No, I do agree with all of those ones, definitely. You've got to reduce that noise, because I think otherwise you're trying to multitask too much and your brain then starts to short circuit itself.
Yeah. Then changing to soft clothes. I do this. And this is one of the things that I love about working from home as well. I know I go on about it, but just being able to have that sensory stuff on soft clothes.
Yeah, and you know what? I recently read something this past month, and this is probably why I've made my decision. Apparently, cats are a brilliant animal or thing to help with sensory overload, and I'm wondering if it's for the fur relation of it, because they are soft. There's actual data out there. I don't have it off the top of my head, but I can share it.
So people that are not in your head, and I know this is our really short toolkit, you're trying to convince your husband to get 2 kittens.
I'm not convincing him. I'm just going to turn up at the house with 2 kittens that I've rescued. But this is where this is why I'm thinking maybe about getting the kittens, because the research I've read that it supports people with the sensory. I suppose you do also get your emotional support animals, but I don't think that's sensory. I think that's more.
Yeah, I was going to say I think that's something else.
Off topic, we'll go back.
Yeah. So what you're wearing can have a real impact as well.
Or if you can feel that tag on the back of your neck. Oof.
Yeah. Get into your favourite joggers, your pyjamas. That is my my straight. As soon as I'm in from work or whatever, straight in my pyjamas, but soft clothes.
So I quite enjoy it, and all my family do this. It's red hot. We're literally just El Nino, fleecy blanket. If we sit on this sofa, everybody has a fleecy blanket on them, and you can be sweating and too hot.
Do you know what? We've got behind our sofa is just full of fleecy blankets.
Yeah, it's a sensory touch of it. I think you could be dying, but you still want that blanket sensoriness.
Yeah, get that. Sit somewhere quiet.
That doesn't happen in my house.
I was just going to say, we don't have a quiet spot. I get it, absolutely get it. My quiet spot is probably my bedroom, but I tend to find that my kids follow me in there. So I would say if you've got children, good luck with that one.
Yeah, I'm guessing your quiet spot might be when you ask someone to help empty the dishwasher, or if you want to ask them to help with the washing, that's maybe when you're going to get your quiet time.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, I mean, I don't.
Or the car for me, actually. I'll go and sit in the car by myself when I've had too much. Yeah.
I mean, I talk to myself. You've heard these podcasts. I never actually stop, so there's never a quiet time in my life.
Calming playlist. Do you have a calming playlist?
don't have a calming one, but I do like to just chuck on ones that like Spotify make for me. So now I have one that's made called my Happy Mix.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so I do have my own playlist, but actually depends what mood I'm in to what comes up.
That's exactly what I was just going to say.
But the happy playlist, I was feeling a bit yesterday. Like what, I've only had one day back at work since my holiday. Happy playlist on. Songs I didn't even know, and I was like, actually,
I like this.
Yeah.
You see, I do have a calming one. If my head feels really full and I don't have any more, like, anything more to give, I have it. And what I tend to find, I can't listen to music with words in when I've got that sensory overload. It has to be some random song. It could be someone playing a piano, it could be anything like that, but no words in the song.
So you need a nice classical Mozart blasting out at you, something like that.
Sometimes that's even too much.
Is it?
Yeah,
actually, with all the highs and the... Yeah.
No, it has to be probably the most boring telephone music. That's what...
Oh, didn't it? Like, do you remember, maybe we're showing our age here, playing The Sims as a child, and it would have, like, loads of music. Oh, you missed a treat. It would have this, like, real weird, boring music. I'm going to play you some Sims music.
Okay. Right, next one is emotional unmasking. This is, like... And we've said this before, you don't need to, like, unmask. It's completely... a personal decision, but masking suppresses your emotions. So when you stop, it's about kind of releasing those
safely.
Yeah, exactly.
Rather than the word vomit that happens and emotional breakdown.
It's about you naming that feeling, if that makes sense. So it's looking at you're tired or you're feeling overwhelmed, or I think I said to you when we last did a kind of get together with people.
Yes, we did.
And I went, actually, no, I'm too peopled now. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
It's like holding that smile on your face for so long and you can feel yourself draining. Yeah. But it's also recognising it and not pushing through. Because I'll be like, 10 more minutes, 5 more minutes. And actually, that probably has a more negative effect and pushes me closer to burnout. Than if I'm just like, actually, do you know what? I'm done now. I need to walk away.
Yeah. And I feel like I've got an awful lot better because that's exactly what I said to you. I'm done now, I'm peopled out, I'm walking away now.
Yeah.
But then there's the other side as well around when you feel safe being able to let that emotion out. So if that means you flopping on the sofa, you're having a bit of a cry, whatever you can do to get that emotion out, I find for me... Once I've done it, it could just be 30 seconds of a quick cry. I'm over and done with it. It's not because I'm sad, it's just that I need to get that thing out. The other thing that I find really helpful, and this isn't for everybody, is journaling for like very quick,
That's
30 seconds. Get all of my either anger, my emotion, the too much out on a piece of paper. I can just close the book and I can move on.
So you're a bit like, what is it, Mean Girls, where Regina George is writing in a diary?
See, I don't watch Mean Girls either. Complete references lost on me.
You are not living life. I'm going to show you the page because you'll love it, where she's journaling and calling people a few choice words.
But then one of the things that I don't do, I don't read my journal back. I know sometimes people do. I don't. Once I've written it, I've closed the page and I've moved on.
Yeah, because if you read it again, you bring it back and that emotion comes back. But yeah, it is. I'm more of a, not a journaler. I just like to lay completely still if I can possibly do that. But my grounding, I suppose, again, I can work on the floor, on my bed or something. I'm just like, I just need to be still to let the emotions leave. And then I'm like, right, I'm good. I'm good. Or, as I've always said, when things become a real lot, I'll go out and I'll have my walk just round the block, literally 10 minutes.
You're really good at that.
Putting some music on or just listening to the birds or something like that, however I feel.
I think we've probably both learnt our own ways of doing it, and I think we're both quite good at going, do you know what, I've had enough and I'm going to move on. I think what's really important with that is there's no judgment there, be it from an individual basis or when we're with each other either. When we both are quite good at recognising, this is enough now, and you just need to go and do whatever you need to do.
Yeah, absolutely. But we don't want all the drainers. We also want to think about how to fill the dopamine back up, how to get there and really push it higher. I mean, we've seen before, haven't I? I'm a little bit like a puppy, where I can be completely off the wall, or actually I can be quite calm and tired and, like you say, drained. It's probably depends what kind of mood you catch me in, but obviously filling your bucket back up for being dopamine it's a tricky one. Again, it's knowing what works best for you.
Exactly.
So like I just said, I have my walk, I like my music, because I think music instantly shifts your mood.
You see, I have my favourite songs. I am very much still stuck in my 90s playlist.
Yeah.
I have got my Spice Girls, and all of my cheesy pop and those, and some really good dance music from the 90s. Love all of that type of stuff. I'll just whack on my 90s playlist. Yeah. Have a bit of a 90s club classics at home, and who cares? Or in the car, actually. And the other thing that always gives me a bit of a dopamine boost is a cup of tea. Really random.
Is it?
Love a cup of tea.
You do love a cup of tea.
I do love a cup of tea.
I don't know, I have lots of different things. Sometimes, if I know I've got a bit of time, I will actually doom scroll. And I know it's the worst thing.
I was going to say that's the worst.
You'll know, because you'll get like 30 Instagram reels off me in like 10 minutes. But that's
kind of like what you've from me this morning, actually, for you.
Woke up like that.
Woke up to loads of reels.
It just helps you, doesn't it? Like when you're in a bit of a mood, then something makes you laugh. Actually, it must be, for me, it's got to have that funny emotion then.
Exactly.
I think that's great. I just think it's a little tiny treat for me. It makes me happy. Like I say, it must be noise, maybe. I don't know why.
Yeah. So then we have got, after you having that masking, I think what's really important is that you give yourself that time before you move on to the next task. So if, for example, you've been in the office or been with people and you've been masking all day, the worst thing that you could probably do is just go straight into the house and get straight back onto things. Give yourself 5 minutes or however long you need. I've already said, like, if I feel like I've been peopling too long, you will quite often find me sitting in my car for 5-10 minutes before I enter the house and take on that role of mum again. I need that time to kind of just, I don't know, re-regulate and recognise who I am.
Yeah, it's like decompressing, isn't it? It's just setting yourself out, restoring kind of your brain chemistry, making sure you're feeling more neutral, because if you are peopled out and then you go in and your kids then are like, mum, 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 mum.
Too much. So when I get in, I have kind of my own little getting in ritual. So I'll get in, obviously I'll say hello to everyone. But I'll sit in the car for a couple of minutes, go in the house, make sure I said hello to everyone, made a fuss of the dog, obviously, but then the next thing I immediately do is go and get changed, go and get into my comfy clothes and make myself a drink, and then after that I feel like everything else will just kind of drop, and I don't know, hopefully the sensory kind of overload of masking all day kind of lifts.
Yeah, it disappears, doesn't it? It out.
You need, it's almost that kind of bridge and that time between having that performance, because let's be fair, masking is a performance, isn't it?
Yeah. And
then you're reverting back to that real you and kind of reverting into that.
Into your safe space as well.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's really important to recognise masking isn't a failure. It's about adapting to the different environments. But adapting has that cost, and that recovery is how you pay back that cost as well.
Yeah.
Our masking recovery toolkit, we've got regulating your body, we've got sensory decompression, we've got emotional unmasking, we've got refilling your dopamine, and then how you re-enter back into that.
Yes, absolutely.
So you can use your masking recovery toolkit after work, after socialising, after family events, anywhere where you've had to perform. And it's really important your brain deserves that recovery. It's not about resilience, it's about recovery and getting back to the real you. So that is our short episode on masking recovery.
Yeah, we hope you've enjoyed it and appreciate the shorter episode.
Littler. I don't even know if that's
We'll all go for it, it's all good. But we look forward to seeing you again for our longer one next week.
Podcast disclaimer. The views, thoughts and opinions expressed in this podcast belong solely to the hosts. We are not experts, specialists or professionals, and nothing we discuss should be taken as advice. Our conversations are based around our own experiences, ideas and perspectives. They are intended for general discussion and entertainment only. If you need guidance, support or advice, whether professional, personal, medical, legal, financial or otherwise, please seek help from a qualified professional. By listening to this podcast, you understand and agree that the hosts are not responsible for any actions you choose to take based on what you hear.